What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Unsolicited with Sam and Jordyn. I am Sam. This is Jordyn, and we have such a show for everyone today. I am so excited to get into everything. It has been quite the week, I think. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there, other than the fact that it feels like the world's ending in a weird way.
Literally.
But yeah, no, other than that, all's good.
Amazing. I
Yeah.
love that
How
for
are
you.
you doing?
I'm great. You know, there's just the whirlwind that is December.
No, literally.
It's literally like I feel like I literally called my dad today. I haven't seen my dad in like 10 days. Like I see my parents very often. So I'm like the fact that we haven't seen each other, he literally like texted me and he was like, "Hello?" And I was like, "I am so sorry. I literally am just been like so crazy and so all over the place that like I physically have not seen my family."
No, I feel that. I feel like I've been the same way. And granted, my family doesn't even live far, but it's just like inconveniently out of the way a little bit, where it's
Yeah.
just like they're not crossing my path, I'm not crossing theirs, and then life.
Yeah. And just like and like I always apologize and my mom's like, "There's no reason to apologize." She's like, "You're an adult.
Yes.
You got stuff going on, you know? It's like that's just the way that life goes." But
That's just the way life goes. Joyriding down our road.
good old Gracie Abrams.
I'm wearing a
Well,
bow today.
I literally almost put a bow on today too. I was like, if I had like 5 more seconds to like be a person.
I got our bow telepathy was going.
I had a bow on yesterday too, and I was just like, oh my god, it's bow season. I love bows.
And I splurged and got a bunch of the cute trendy sneakers. So I got these and I got a cheetah pair and then I have my Adidas. And so now I have bows that match all my sneakers.
I need you to send me the links to those.
Okay. I literally just got them at Target.
Okay, I'm gonna need the links and I'm gonna need to send them to my mother because I'm gonna say, here, please get
Yes.
me this for Christmas.
Yes, no, and I got they look like the knockoff Steve Madden cheetah print version. And I'm
Love it.
obsessed with them. I wear them every day and they're so comfortable.
That's what I need. All I have
Yes.
is white sneakers, so I need like something different.
Yes.
But I have a very funny story to share.
Yes, tell
And
me.
it has been something that's like been in my like do you ever have those like random things in your life that you've never spoken out loud about?
Yes. Yes.
This is one of those things. And
Okay.
I just talked about it with Michael the other day because it was like weighing on me to the point where I was like, I have to talk about this with someone. So I have seen the same wax woman for quite some time. And about 2 years ago, she asked me what I did for a living. And I said, I work in sports. And she took that as like local sports, like children's sports. So, like, little kids playing soccer and like rec leagues and like things like that. And there is a small language barrier. So I never tried to explain it to her. And for the last, like, year and a half to 2 years, I have just gone along with the fact that she thinks that I work in this, like, rec sports league. So, like, I went the other day to see her, and it was raining because 'cause it's been raining like nobody's business outside, and she was like, "Are the kids playing outside or" and I went, "No, the kids are inside," you know? I'm like, "Yeah, no, it's fine. The kids are inside," and she was like, "Do you go outside?" And I'm like, "No, I work at a desk." Like I said, like I work in social media, so she thinks I like run their accounts.
You literally have an alter ego.
Literally Michael was just like, he goes, "If you die, I will continue up this secret." He's like, "I will go to your wax lady and say the kids miss her. They miss her so much." And I was literally like, "Oh my god." I was like, "I can't live in this world by myself anymore. I need to share with other people." And she was like asking me all these questions and stuff. And she's like, "You work with all the sports?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's just like, "Oh, that's so nice. I'm sure the kids love it." And I'm like, "They do." And I love the kid. And like, I'm like leaning into it because I
No,
will never
Sam,
see
that
this
is one of
woman
the
anywhere
funniest
else.
things I've heard in a long time.
I literally like and like again, like I literally just like I was like I came back from seeing her and I was just like sitting with Michael and I was like, I have to tell you something. And he was like, "What?" Like
No, I was really nervous when you started this story.
I was just like, this is an insane thing that I've done for a very long time, and I just had to come clean about it, so that's what I had to share with you.
No, I want you to keep up the ruse for forever. And you know what? Now you've got me into it. I'll be your accomplice. We met working together. I was the coach or the manager of the other team, and that's how me and Sam met in our alternate
Yeah,
universe.
literally, it's there's no way out of it now, and Michael was like, "The only way you can get out of this is if you say that you quit and you got a new job, and you
Yeah.
try to explain to her what your current job is." And I'm like, "You know what? At this point, I don't think it really matters.
No.
'Cause it's just small talk while I get
She
a wax."
literally pictures you like running around a mini soccer field kicking a ball with a bunch of kids. Like that's what she thinks your day to day is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But, if it was, that'd be great.
That
I'd
would
be
be
glad to trans
fantastic. That's like a dream job.
Yeah, but, so I just roll with the punches, and that's where my life is at currently.
Well, my life, I'm losing sleep over these drones.
I asked you about it yesterday because I was just like, I've been listening to my coworkers who live in Jersey about this, and I'm like, "What the hell are you guys talking about drones?"
Yeah.
So, how has your experience been so far with these?
Literally awful.
Yeah.
So this started me and Brian just randomly on Twitter saw a tweet right before Thanksgiving about 5 drones in Morris County where all this shit started. And we were like, "Whoa, that's really weird." They formed like this perfect line and they were these like orbs and then they were like moving together and really apart like really fast. And I was like, aliens. Like there are literally aliens in New Jersey right now. Like there's no other explanation to me. So like keep in mind that was before Thanksgiving. This was weeks ago. Now they're everywhere and there are these I don't know if it was the same thing, but like that happened. Then all these drones that are everywhere now started again in Morris County. Then they were all over North Jersey. Now they're all down the coast. They're all at the beach. I hear them. I haven't seen one. Brian's brother saw one outside of his place. But I hear it outside my bedroom. Like I can hear them hovering and like I'm in a direct flight path. I know what the planes sound like. Like this is different and they're just like here and it's so scary and like the FBI and the Pentagon are having all these hearings and whatever and they're like we literally just don't know. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, how? And they're like, is the public in danger? And they're like, as of right now, like, we don't think so, but we really don't know anything. They're
Well,
saying it in a much more professional way, but that's literally what they're saying. They're like, we don't, the public is not in danger because we haven't seen any danger yet. And it's like, okay, well, what if they just decide to start like laser beaming? Like, so, and they've ruled out that it's a foreign thing. So it's like, it's not
mm,
military, so, like, it could be FBI or, Homeland Security, but it's not military and it's not foreign. I'm like,
well, I'm reading articles that say differently.
"What? What are you reading?"
I got this article today sent to me by my boss at work from AOL and the New York Post. It says mystery New Jersey drones are coming from an Iranian mothership offshore.
I heard that was debunked.
Oh, I don't know. This is from 7 hours ago.
Oh, no, Sam,
Is that, like, not a thing anymore?
we're refreshed.
Oh,
I
I'm
you know
out
what?
of the loop. I'm out of the loop.
I pray. You know what? Let me see. The last video I watched was from, like, 2 hours ago, and it was a
Mhm.
guy talking about that, and all the comments were like, "They just said this isn't true."
This is from 2 hours ago.
Oh, then maybe it is.
3 hours
But then,
ago.
you know what?
Mothership
I
claim.
think I'd prefer the aliens.
Oh, wait, 3 hours ago, Pentagon shoots down Iran mothership claim. But there's the article from 2 hours ago that say that it's true. Oh, this is a fucking mess.
Oh, it's
Oh, NBC
disgusting.
says no. I trust NBC. Can you stop running? I don't know if you can hear them. Oh my god.
No, it's been, like, really scary, and there was one guy, I don't know who he was, but he was telling a story about the Coast Guard, and they were in a 47-foot long boat, like, off the coast of Jersey in Ocean County, and they were chased by 30 drones on the water. And I'm like
I would sue.
no one's that panicked. I'm like,
I don't even see drones. There's no drones near me. I'm panicked.
"Yes, yes." I'm, like, so and it's so funny because literally, like, 3 weeks ago, this was like a running joke with me and Brian, and I literally kept saying, because the one night that he wouldn't sleep at the apartment, there would be videos where it's like, oh, more drones in North Jersey, more drones in North Jersey, and it was like more random. And I literally would say to Brian, I was like, they're coming after me because they only come here on nights that you don't sleep here. Like, it was a joke. And now they're like literally in Marlton. And I'm like, I manifested this.
I am so sorry. Sounds absolutely horrific.
We're in a limited state of emergency right now, which just means that, like, if they needed to issue curfew or like transportation laws, they could, or whatever.
That's like kind of insane.
Right?
That is pretty insane.
Right?
What in the freaking I just found out about these drones like yesterday.
That's why I called my mom today. I just posted a TikTok about this. I called my mom and I was like, because I thought like she would have called me or like asked questions or anything. So I call her and I'm like, have you heard about it? She's like, yeah. I was like,
You didn't think to call me?
yeah. I was like, I'm scared. Like, I was like, this has me very spooked. She's like, what can you do? I was just like,
Jill.
I want your. She told me to keep listening to my Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll send the drones away.
Yes. So apparently, if you, my mother found the cure or the way to get rid of the drones, and it's by listening to Taylor Swift. So
Okay. Well, I think the world is on fire, to be quite honest with you, because we have some other crazy things
yep.
happening in our tri-state area right
Yes.
now.
Murders always tie back to Pennsylvania.
Luigi Mangione has officially been arrested for the murder of the CEO of United Healthcare, which the shooting happened a block and a half away from my work building, which was wonderful. It happened, so I go in Tuesdays, it happened Wednesday. And we were like, we like came in this week and we were like, how crazy is it that like, what if we were here? Like, that's
That's
crazy.
insane.
It absolutely, like, that is just like, I don't even know. So this guy, college degrees, high school valedictorian, super freaking wealthy family, just straight up murdered the CEO, allegedly murdered the CEO of United Healthcare. And you know what? The TikToks I am seeing, I'm not gonna lie to you, they're pretty phenomenal.
They are.
This generation
Historians
is
are going to.
so unserious.
I was just going to say, historians are just going to skip over our generation. Like, I keep seeing comments that like we cannot be the adults.
Like, what the hell? Like, people are making the someone was recording, like, I don't even know, Fox News or something, showing a fan cam, like, edit of him with, like, the hearts in the background and
Yep.
everything, and I'm like, I mean, by, like, nature of law, the guy's attractive, we can all see that, right? Like, traditionally good-looking guy, very fit. Mentally, we don't know where he's at, to be quite honest with you, but seems pretty normal of a person. Did you see that they found his Goodreads account?
Yes, and I literally was just getting ready to say that. Brian sent me a tweet that said like there was like criminating things in his Goodreads or like weird things in his Goodreads, and I was like, "Oh my god, give it to me right now!" So I immediately I'm searching. I'm in the office. I'm showing all my employees, and I'm like, "Look at his Goodreads," and it was. I read the whole review. It was sketchy. It was sketchy.
4 stars for the Unabomber's manifesto.
Yep,
4 stars.
and just like his take on it, I was like,
Yeah, he was like,
"Something's
"This
not
is
right
correct."
here."
Bruh, like, absolutely freaking insane. Leaving the message on the bullets that he shot, that's crazy. Apparently, he had the manifesto in his bag,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Was at a McDonald's getting a McRib, that's crazy. Also, like, I don't know if he went home, but, like, he was, like, in Pennsylvania, and, like, he's, like, from Philly.
Yes. Yes. He went to Penn.
Yeah!
Like Ivy League.
It is so just it is just bananas, honestly. But I'm, like, kinda living for it because I'm seeing I don't know if you're seeing on TikTok right now, there's a lawyer, like an actual lawyer who's basically doing the case as if he was the lawyer. And he is basically saying how sketchy this entire thing is. He's like, "I'm not one to, like, conspire or think of, like, conspiracy theories or this or that or the other thing," but, like, he's like, I have a feeling that there was multiple people dressed the same in different parts of the city so that it was throwing off the cameras. Like he's like, none of these people look alike, but they're wearing the same thing. And I'm like, what? Like they're saying like one person was at the hostel, one person was on the fucking city bike,
I was gonna say,
Starbucks.
there's no way that he did this alone. Like, he may have been the one to pull the trigger. There's
Sure.
no way he acted alone.
It is like I'm just like trying to still like wrap my mind around this thing because it also is right in my backyard. Like it is just it's like drones in Jersey, killings in New York, finding things in Pennsylvania. It's like those are our 3 states.
Yes.
Like what's next? Something's going to happen in, like Connecticut? Like why can't things happen someplace else?
Yep.
Go someplace else where there's like the middle of the country.
Even the Idaho college murders,
All right,
Brian
bro.
Kroberger, who's currently in jail for those crimes, awaiting trial,
Okay.
the alleged murderer. But that had me so freaked out.
I
And
know.
he got freaking arrested in Pennsylvania.
I know. I remember. I remember you telling me that. You were like, "Oh, Brightsville, Pennsylvania."
I've literally vacationed there. I've
It's the
rented a house
Poconos,
there.
right?
Yes, yes.
I've been to Poconos too.
Like, it's
Like,
absurd.
oh my god. It is I guess Pennsylvania is just like the place convicted place people go. But like what I don't understand is if no one knows that you did it, if they're not like, look for this person and give the name, like, why not leave the country?
Yep.
Why not get your passport and leave the country? Doesn't make any sense.
No, that's the thing. Like, part of me is like, did he want to get I thought initially I was like, he wanted to get caught, but then I saw how angry he was when they were bringing him into the jail. And I was like, none
Yeah.
of this is making any sense. And then did you hear about the whole monopoly theory? That he was like in Pennsylvania because he was following the Monopoly Railroad. And
What?
I was like, what is happening?
I am literally like, this is absolutely insane.
Between the drones and CEOs, I'm very overstimulated.
Yeah, I literally I can't deal with it. But yeah, and the back surgery thing. That's like one of the biggest parts of this is that he got this back surgery, which then caused him one to go crazy apparently. And then the other thing was that it affected his dating life, aka the more physical part of dating, and that's what made him go crazy,
Yeah.
which is slightly concerning, if you ask me. You shouldn't be going crazy just because you can't be intimate with someone, but but that's just me. That's just a personal opinion, but I I did someone did find his Twitter, not Twitter, well, they found his Twitter, but someone found his Tinder.
No way.
And it had, like, weird pictures of, like, goldfish on it. It was weird.
Strange.
Yeah, very odd.
Strange.
So it's just like
I don't know if this was proven at all, but I saw a video that said his mom was also sick with something and like she
oh.
had to like live in pain because of bills.
But what I don't understand is that these people are very wealthy, and I understand, like, you can't pay outright sometimes for things, but, like, the school that he went to, that he graduated from high school, was a $40,000 school.
Yeah.
So if you can afford to again, I'm not, like, the fucking cat just did something. Anyway, if you can afford to send your child to a $40,000 school, you'd like to think that, you know hold on, I'm gonna
A
yell.
bill. Same as yelling at the cats.
I'm sorry, that was a really loud yeah, I know exactly what he's doing too. He's
Oh no.
messing he likes to I have, like, a glass, olive oil thing, and it has, like, the stopper in the top, and it's, like, for pouring olive oil, but it's, like,
Yeah.
pretty. And is it the olive oil? It's the olive oil. He likes to take the top off of it, so it's very annoying.
Cats blow my mind because I've never really been around them.
Did he knock it over? Oh, he knocked it over.
The whole olive oil thing?
Shoot. Well,
Olive oil is
anyways,
expensive.
olive oil I have the Costco olive oil, though, it's a lot,
Ugh,
so we're
that's not
okay, but still, nonetheless. But yeah, so CEOs and drones, CEOs and drones.
CEOs and drones.
Someone
It's
will
gonna
write a
be
book one day.
yes, yes. Oh, I was gonna say a rap song. That sounds like
That too. Same
CEOs and
thing.
drones. CEOs in drones.
CEO shooters and drones.
Whoa. Pow, 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 pow.
Oh my god. Well, to move right along in our very long rundown of things to talk about, it's time to get emotional. Um, I just saw your face drop. Um, the Eras tour is officially over. Um, and I will say that I stayed up and I watched the whole thing.
I know. I just got a text from Sam at like 2 o'clock in the morning that just said sobbing,
It was after the surprise songs, and
which
I was
the
just
most
nice.
perfect surprise song selection.
I the thing
No
is
notes.
I have not physically watched a live stream of the Eras Tour for quite some time. Like, I in the beginning, it was, like, religious, and then after that, I was like, "I can't deal with this anymore."
Mm.
So I stopped watching live shows, and I would watch, like, whatever TikToks people that would post. Um, but so this was the first time that I was watching it in a very long time of her singing those surprise songs live, and the guitar was very sweet. She did,
A Place in This World
Place in the
and New
World.
Romantics.
And yeah, the New Romantics was fun. It kinda, like, brought the vibe up a little. A place in this I was gonna say a place in my heart, and I was like, "That's not it." A place in this world. And then when she sat down at the piano, I literally, like, was like, I'm prepared." And I knew she was gonna sing Long Live.
Mhm,
If I when she didn't sing it during the Speak Now set, I was like, "It's gonna come in the surprise song. It has to."
mhm.
And then I was worried that she was gonna do fucking You're on Your Own, Kid, and I was like, "I'm gonna kill her if she does this." And then she started singing the fucking New Year's Day, and I was like, "No way." And then that I thought was the end. And then when she brought in the manuscript, bro, I that's when I started crying. And, like,
No,
I was like, "I don't even know why I'm crying." Well, I do know why I'm crying, but, like, I thought I was gonna be able to hold it together and could not.
no, I feel like a hole. I
It
miss it
yeah.
already. And no, and when she changed the lyric in Long Live to the end of an era, like, are you fucking kidding me?
Goosebumps. I have goosebumps. And she did that, and I went, "Oh." And then I was like, "Oh, no." And then when she started singing New Year's Day, but then it was the last line of the manuscript when she said, "It's not my story anymore," meaning,
Mhm.
like, it's everyone's story, which is like I'm, like, getting
I
there's
know.
every fucking element in this house is going off right now. The fucking phone's ringing, the olive oil's tipped over, the cat's all over the place. It's the epitome of my day.
Yes, no, and it's gonna be fine. Everything's fine.
So I was waiting for it to be done. But yes, it's been great. But yes, the Eras tour was definitely one to remember. What did you get up to? Like, I know
Um,
you were watching it.
I was watching it. Saw Cam. I wanted to hear what he said in We Are Never Getting Back Together. And I heard for the last time,
Ooh.
no. And then I watched a little bit more after that, and then I was a goner.
I tried to make it through all the way to the end. I will say that I stopped, like, right in the beginning of Midnights. I was like, I'm so tired." I had
Yeah.
also worked all day. Like, I had worked on Sunday. So
Yeah.
I, like, wrapped up work, like, halfway through the Lover set, and so I was like, "Okay." And then I
That was like
didn't
your
realize how
decompressing time.
I didn't realize how, like, late it was gonna be. Like, I don't know why I didn't assume the time difference was gonna be what it was, but then I was like, "Oh my god, this is getting really late." But then I was like, "What if I miss something?" And then I started getting FOMO, and I think that's why I, like, stayed up
Yes.
and
No,
did it.
that's what I literally told Brian because he is up. Our schedules are so opposite, and he works nights and I work days. So he's usually up a little bit later. And I said, I was like, if it's like 1:30 and you're still up and you see any update on Taylor Swift, you have to wake me. And he was like, absolutely. So he was like fully ready on deck.
That's so sweet. That is so sweet. Well, we were clowning, that's for sure.
Oh,
The
yeah.
beginning the beginning, I was like, "Jordan, black fearless dress." And then I was just like, oh my god," and I was so convinced.
See, I
So
was so
convinced.
not. I had a feeling. I was like, 'cause I was like, "There's no way that she's gonna go out quietly." Like, that was my thought process, and then literally, like, it was, like, Vancouver night 1, Vancouver night 2, and I was like, "She's not." I was like, "This tour is, like, the moment right now," and I was like, "There's no way." Um, and I also think part of that was just like, "Oh, I can't get hurt again." So
Fair, fair. I was clowning for real. But it was, like, after the Reputation set that I was like, nothing changed in that set,
yeah.
and that's when I was like, I don't think anything's gonna happen." But of course, I was like, "I gotta stay and look for her anyway because
Yeah.
what if?"
What if?
Although she did I don't know if it was which night it was, but she did something, like, during, Midnight Rain when she does, like, "And he never thinks of me except when I'm on
Yes.
TV," and then she did, like, the one this thing, and then she waved, and I was like, "The fuck does that mean? What does that mean?"
Oh, and also, did you hear about the door?
The Karma door?
Yes. She left through the Karma door.
I can't do this. I can't.
What the heck was that? You've never done that before.
I love her and it's ruining my life, if that
Yes.
makes sense.
Yes. But
I
daddy, I love her.
literally, literally, and then everybody like, did you see, like, there was, like, a Buddy the Elf?
Yes.
And, like, everyone was like, "It's Travis, it's Travis." Me sitting here watching the Chiefs game, and I'm like, "It's not
No, it's not
Travis."
Travis.
But then there was, like, all the post games of Travis, and everyone was just like you could tell like, everyone was like, "Travis is telling these media people to hurry the fuck up. She's
Yes.
already halfway through the Fearless set," or something like that.
No, I literally it was so funny. Me and Brian were watching the game,
Yeah,
and I was like, "It's so crazy that, like, of course he plays a night game, like, on her final night, like,
yeah.
any other time he could have gotten there." Um, and me and Brian were talking about it, and I was just like, "Knowing him, he'll just get on a plane and fly right there af" and Brian goes, "Knowing him, because you know him so well." And I was
Yeah,
like,
right? It's like, yes, we are friends with him,
"Yeah." I was like,
actually.
"Well, from what I know of their relationship, yeah, he would get on a plane for her. She got on a plane for him."
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm surprised it didn't happen.
I know.
It would've been like, "Hey, I'm here in Vancouver." And wait, they were in Kansas City, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That wouldn't really have been that far.
No.
Could've been worse, but anyway. But yeah, it was, definitely a tour for the ages. My god. It put us on a journey. I mean, you saw it 3 different times. I had the luxury of seeing it 1 time. Like, I'm just so glad that at least I was able to experience it, because like, that's not so many people were not able to go.
Yes. Sorry, I laughed. I was not laughing at that. I was very grateful I got to see it. I was laughing because I'm loving all the memes that was like, I was at the Eras Tour so long ago that they allowed Maddie Healy on stage. Like, how fucking insane is that?
Literally, when we were at the Eras
Yes.
Tour at the same time, Maddie Healy was on stage, and they were dating. There was no something else is going on type of
Mhm.
deal. Isn't that crazy?
Absurd.
That was like a year and a half ago,
And now her and Travis are,
getting married.
yeah,
Yeah, have to be. It's
have to
it's
be.
written in the book. Can't undo it. They're getting married.
Is it actually in her book?
No.
Oh, I was like, she put that in the book?
No.
Why is this the
Or
first I'm hearing about
I'm
that?
saying like the book of, like, the world,
Oh,
like, it's like,
yes.
"Oh, it's in the book. Can't
No,
take it
I
out
agree.
now. It's in the book."
I I would sign off on that page.
Yeah, same, same. But yeah, overall, I will miss it, but at the same time, it needed to be put to bed at some point. She
Yes.
can't do it forever. She even said in, like, a few of her speeches, like, "This was the most insane thing I've ever done." It was, like, very taxing on her probably mental, physical, emotional, everything, and doesn't seem like she regrets anything, but it's definitely time for rest,
Yes.
for sure.
As she deserves.
100%
Literally,
for sure.
live your WAG era.
Literally,
Stay in
yeah.
Kansas City. You know what? If she hasn't already, I really hope she curls up in Kansas City and reads Throne of Glass. That's what I want for Taylor Swift.
And she probably will.
I would love that.
She probably will. There's no reason for her to do anything right now.
No.
And we're gonna continue clowning about whether Reputation or Debut, when it's gonna be coming out, and you know what? She's just gonna go watch the Chiefs in the playoffs,
Mhm.
and hopefully only watch the Chiefs in the playoffs for like 1 week and then
Yes.
go home,
But
which
yeah, get Travis all to yourself. You guys can chill. Chiefs
it's
do
time.
not need to go all the way into February.
Oh god. Do you think they're actually gonna do it?
I'm like, probably.
It's, like, so disappointing.
It really is. I really hope, honestly, the Bills, sincerely look the strongest. I know they just had a tough loss, but
Please, please.
no, like Josh Allen is playing out of his mind. Um,
My emotional well-being is laying on the Bills right now. I want you to know that.
okay, also, this is a continuation from the reel that we posted previously.
Yeah,
So initially, I was very adamant on a Eagles-Ravens Super Bowl.
yeah.
You were adamant on a Bills-Lions Super Bowl. I think we come together and meet in the middle and manifest a Bills-Eagles Super Bowl, because think about Eagles fans and Bills Mafia all together. It'd be chaos in the best way possible.
It would. It would. And honestly, I will accept your proposal.
Thank you.
I will not manifest Eagles specifically,
Okay.
but those 2, I can deal with that.
I will manifest enough for the both of us. Don't you worry.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure you will.
Thank you. I have a candle in my little sage.
Yeah. It's like a Jalen
No.
Hurts, like
You're gonna get your refs in fucking check.
well, before we get into NFL, we have one more thing to talk about, which
Yes.
was, like, something that, like, both of us were like, "This needs to be discussed." Um, fucking Timmy Chalamet is out here on College GameDay killing it, like,
What?
absolutely knows fucking ball, and so much respect for him.
Yes. Fuck it, we ball. I was blown away, if I'm being honest. I was sitting there and I was like, what can't he do? That's annoying.
Not pass STDs.
Ugh.
Sorry, that's a rumor. I shouldn't be saying that. That's a rumor. That's not confirmed. I'm just kidding. Sorry, Timmy. I'm not no ill will. You went to school with my husband, okay? Relax.
I'm screaming.
But anyway, yes, he's so talented,
Yes.
first of all, just, like, in his own realm and acting and everything, but when I heard that and then fucking Ohio won that game, I was like, "What does he know? How did he do that? Is
Yeah.
he, like, one of those, like, future ti like, because like, who was picking Ohio to beat what was it, Miami?
Yes.
Something? That's
Maybe
crazy.
something.
It was, Miami, Ohio? Isn't there a Miami, Ohio?
Yes.
Was it that game?
I don't know.
Let's see. Miami, Ohio football game. Google. Yeah, Miami Redhawks.
Wow.
It's in Ohio. Yeah. 38-3. Wasn't even close.
No.
Wasn't even close.
Literally insane.
The memes were fantastic.
I saw one where it was like, did you ever think that like Timothee Chalamet and Nick Saban would be holding up a man on a desk on College Game Day? And I was like, no, actually, I've never thought about the two of them. That's like a really weird crossover to me.
I don't think Nick Saban even knows who Timothee Chalamet is.
Probably not.
He's probably was like,
Or it's one of those things where any brunette actor he sees, he goes, is that Timothee Chalamet?
yeah. Do you watch Abbott Elementary?
I don't, but I really, really want to.
You of all people should be watching
I
Abbott.
know, isn't it in Philly?
It's in Philly, and, like, fucking Jason Kelsey's in it, Jalen Hurts is in it, like, they bring in Eagles all the time. Bradley Cooper's in it
No,
sometimes, like, they
I
get
can't.
all those Philly people, and
I
it's
won't.
wonderful.
Sorry. The deficit is really clashing tonight.
I know, we're, like, just, like, talking over each other.
Yes. I'm so sorry. You know I love you.
No, I know. We literally never mean any ill will when we ever talk over each other, it's just the fact that we have a thought and we have to get it out immediately, because if we don't, we're gonna forget.
Yes. It's
But
that
what was your
immediate
thought?
reaction or nothing.
Yes. What was your thought? What were you gonna say? Don't remember.
Gone.
Well, either way, you should watch Abbott Elementary because 1, it's really funny, and 2, you'd really like it.
I think that was my thought. I think I was just going to say, I really, really want to watch it and it's on my list and I will get there.
Miss Chimenti is, like, literally, like, if your mother was a teacher, she would be Miss Chimenti.
No way.
Yeah,
I
like,
wanna watch it.
to the T.
Oh my
To
god,
the
I wanna watch it!
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. But anyway, it just made I said that because one of the teachers who's, like, older in Abbott Elementary, she's always, like, confuses, like, actors and singers and, like, stuff like that, so Nick Saban would be like Barbara from Abbott Elementary because he definitely does think that Timothée Chalamet is someone else.
Yes, 100%. That makes total sense.
Also, like, in my head, they don't even exist on the same planet, so
No.
to see them sitting near each other was bizarre.
Strange. Very strange.
Also, why did they call up Timothée Chalamet?
I literally is he, like, promoting is he in anything? Like,
Yeah, he's in,
what?
they're doing a Bob Dylan biopic that's coming out
Oh,
soon.
yes, I'm actually very excited to see that.
Yeah, so I'm
When's it coming
guessing he
out?
was promoting that. That's what I'm assuming. It can't be Dune. Dune's all, like, 6 weeks ago, at least. I don't know when Dune came out, but
Um,
it
when
has to be it has to be the Bob Dylan thing.
100 Oh, it's already out. Or no, it comes out Christmas Eve.
Oh, look at this kid. This kid's fucking didn't Willy Wonka come out last Christmas?
He's cranking 'em out. He's gotta keep up with his billionaire girlfriend,
Wait, what?
Kylie Jenner.
Oh, right. I was like, "What?" I forgot they were dating. Wait, before we get into the, like, actual football talk, I this was the thing I forgot I wanna talk about. Fucking Joe Burrow and, um,
Olivia
yes, Ponton. Ponton?
Ponton. That's how I say it.
First time I've heard that person's name ever in my life. Didn't know who she was.
No way.
Nope, no idea.
I knew her as a lesbian. So this was
She is
a
a lesbian.
is Kurt well, she can't be. She has to be bi.
N Apparently, this is what I've heard, Olivia Ponton is employed by Joe Burrow. Employed, whatever the fuck that means. She's employed by him, but, like, obviously, as someone who did not know who she was, did a lot of research on it. She is a lesbian, has the rainbow-colored flag in her bios and the whole 9 yards. He apparently, I don't know why, they said that she's employed by Joe Burrow, and I don't know what she's doing in Cincinnati, but maybe she's helping with house sitting? I don't know, it's really fucking weird, though.
I'm not buying it.
Oh, what a weird excuse if it was, though. Like,
Oh,
why would you not just say, "Oh, no, they're friends," or they're not dating? Like, why say, "Oh, yeah, no, she's his employee."
the only thing I could think of is, like, his fashion. Like, does she work in does she dress him?
Maybe,
'Cause he is becoming a little fashionista.
maybe, maybe. I don't know, but people are saying that they're dating and this and that. I will not accept that until I'm seeing some concrete evidence because as far as I know, as someone who just found out about her yesterday, lesbian.
Yeah, that was the last impression. I haven't seen her on my For You page in years until this, and I was like, "Whoa," and then I was like,
How long has she been
"Pause."
around for? She looks like she's, like, 20 years old.
No, I think she's, like, our age.
What? Hold on, now I gotta look it up. Olivia Ponton age.
Oh, no, she's 22.
Okay. Yeah, there's no way. She
Wait,
also looks like Livy Dunn.
Joe Burrow's not 22.
Joe
Joe Burrow's
Burrow's our
28.
age. Yeah, Joe Burrow's my age. He's a '96 baby.
Interesting.
Mhm. That's why I don't know. Very strange though. And like
Very absurd. And just, like, the way it all came out, like, her calling 911 and then her mom calling 911.
yeah, it was like she called her mom, which honestly respect. Don't know what to
So fair.
do.
I would do the same thing.
Yeah,
I call my
honestly like
mom about the drones as if she can do anything.
right. It's like people are like, "Why would you not just call 911?" Literally just a girl. I called my mom 4 times today,
Yeah.
and I'm not exaggerating,
No.
over several different things.
Yes.
Like, unreal. But she called her mom, the mom calls 911, is like, "My daughter's in this house, doesn't know what to do." Then Olivia called 911 and said, "Someone's breaking into my house,"
That's
which
what I
is that's
heard.
the other weird thing. That's the thing that's throwing me off because, I mean, unless you're just, like, in the moment, and you don't know what else to say except "my house," but if you were actually employed by Joe Burrow, would you not just say, like, "My boss's house?"
It's weird.
Or, like, "My friend's house?" Not "my house," but, like, that's what's really throwing like, again, I'm just, like, so confused by this entire situation, and if they have been dating, though, he's kept that shit under wraps,
Yeah.
if she is a bisexual woman that is now dating Joe Burrow.
I've been scrolling through her TikTok because like I said,
Same.
I haven't seen her for years, and I was like, "When would she have the time to go to Cincinnati?" She was in, like, Florida for a month. I was like,
That's the thing too, that's what I'm like, usually when we like, think about this, apart from, like, Haley Steinfeld, it was like, A-list actress doesn't have time to just be in Buffalo, New York.
Mhm.
Like, sometimes you can kind of figure it out with these guys because, like, the girls will be in their vicinity and will
Mhm.
post pictures, like and that's kind of how we figured out, like, she's been nowhere near the state of Ohio.
I did see a video of her walking in his neighborhood, though,
Oh.
on, like, a hot girl walk.
How'd you know it was his neighborhood?
That's what the caption said. I took this back in October of, like, Livy walking through Joe Burrow's neighborhood. Let me see if I can find it.
Huh,
Oh my god, also,
interesting.
everyone's making fun of the way I say "Juan."
Yeah. I know Jordan texted me and she was just like, "Everyone at work is telling me that I say 'one' different." And I'm like, "Well, you kind of do, but it's not anything crazy. It's just your South Jersey accents.
They won the game.
They won." Which honestly, it might slip out for me too, say "won," but I told her, I was just like, "You say 'won' like the beginning of the word wonton."
Yes.
And that's but I'm like, "I will never ever make fun of you for the way you say 'one.'"
Thank you. I'm trying to find this video.
I just like I'm I'm very confused by everything going on right now.
I feel like it got taken down because I typed in the exact caption that it was, and it didn't come
Hmm.
up.
I will say it is so freaking hard to find things on TikTok though.
Yes.
It's like I used to be able to type into like Vine. It was like guy with frisbee and the freaking thing that I was looking for would come up. But no, TikTok makes it so ridiculous. I was looking for a very specific video today of a girl dancing to What Is This Feeling from Wicked on a subway. And I was like, this is
Incredible.
so specific. And I could not find it. Anyways,
No, I just checked literally everything, it's
maybe
gone.
they took it down.
And I saw it when it was, like, early too, like, it only had, like, 1,000 likes.
Maybe Joe Burrow's people were like, "Get that shit off the internet."
Wild, entirely
Oh,
wild.
what did they take? No
I
one's
have
even
no idea.
talking about, like, the actual burglary, we're talking more about the fact that it's Olivia Ponton that was in the house. Like, the
No,
man's
actually,
house got ransacked, what did he lose?
that's what actually insane because I literally don't know, and you're right, and I haven't heard anybody talk about that.
Also, this is, like, a serial offense, whether or not it's the same person, like, this is now Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, now Joe Burrow, like, A-list not celebrities, A-list, like, or top athletes
Mhm.
getting their houses broken into because the people know that they're not home because they're at an away game.
Yep.
Why are we not talking about that? Is that like, or are we is this the same person? Are they traveling? Like, what's going on? Why are we not talking about this?
Why are we talking about anything?
I don't know. Because we have to make fan cams of Luigi Mangione. That's why. Anyways, NFL Week 14.
NFL Week 14.
um, I think we should just jump right into this, Jordan. I need to have a discussion with you about this because it's kind of been not a Roman Empire of mine, but I have exerted a lot of energy into the Eagles beefing drama.
Really?
Yes. Well, half because of work, half because I've been very interested in it.
Um, all right, well, where do we start?
I mean, let's start with the fact that who was it? Brandon Graham was at Chickies and said in the past tense that Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown were friends. Let's
Yes.
start there.
Yes, and then he also said, "One's putting in a lot of effort, and I think 11 should open up," and I'm like,
Bro.
hearing this clip, and I was like, "There's no way. There's no fucking way. And I love Brandon Graham with everything in me. Very, very dumb decision.
Mhm.
Very dumb, very dumb. You know, Philly media was already freaking out, even though we won. Is
Y
that the
That's the crazy you can
no,
say "won." Say "won." That's the way you
won.
say it.
They won.
Preach.
But yeah, even though they won, everyone's freaking out. I saw Barstool Big Cat was reacting to a video of Eagles fans leaving the link after the game. And
Mhm.
again, 9-game win streak, just won that game too. And
Mhm.
everyone in the parking lot, even kids, are like, why couldn't we destroy Carolina? Why was that so close? Da,
I
da, da, da.
mean, it was rough. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was
It
a rough
was.
watch.
It was, but it was a trap game, and the Bucks and the Chiefs could barely beat them. So clearly, Carolina's playing tough. And at the end of the day, a win is a win.
And then obviously not that it means much at this point right now, but they beat the Giants completely. Not even like a game.
Yeah,
So,
in
that's
Germany, right?
in Germany. Yeah. The Germany game. But yeah, I'm like I watched the video. To be fair, AJ Brown did not come out and say it was Jalen Hurts' fault. He just said passing,
Yes.
right?
And
Just
then he came
passing.
out
That could mean
today.
coaching or him specifically or like it's being interpreted in my
AJ
opinion.
literally came out today and said, he was like, you guys took this all out of context, and it was never a slight against Jalen. And like the one thing I have to keep reminding everybody is that Jalen Hurts is literally the godfather of one of AJ's
I
children.
remember when you told me that and I was shocked.
Yes, like they are very, very, they were very good friends. That's why, literally, why we got AJ Brown was because of his relationship with Jalen Hurts. And his talent, obviously, but that was a big factor of it. And so, yes, I feel like they argue like brothers and friends. And like AJ was also allowed to be frustrated. Like he's allowed to be like, hey, our passing game sucked today. Like we won, but it's something we have to work on.
Mhm.
Extremely valid. Like, but everyone just freaks out if there's like any tiff. And I'm like, everyone freaking out is creating more tiffs.
I think that
Stop
too, like,
tiffing.
you gotta remember that even though these guys are friends, and I isn't Jalen and AJ, they've been friends for like a long time.
I think so.
Since
Yeah.
like high school, right?
Oh, I don't
Something
know.
like that. I heard, or maybe college, like pre-pros is
Yeah.
what
Oh,
I
yeah.
heard that they've been friends since. So it's been a long time. You also have to remember, like, they work together, they are coworkers. So, like, when Jordan and I worked together, we were not all lovey-dovey every single day. Like,
No.
there were times where we had to spend time apart to preserve our relationship. And
Yes.
that's just like the way life works. So it's like you can't expect these guys to just jump in here and be like, "No, he's my best friend forever." Like, no, they're grown men. Like they fight more than anyone in the world
Yes.
with each other. So I think that it was taken a bit out of context. And I think Brandon Graham made the assumptions, which added the fuel to the fire.
Yes. Which Philly needs 0 fuel.
And
No.
let me tell you something. Nick Sirianni needs to stay the hell away from this if you guys want to be like okay, because if he gets anywhere near this, he's just going to make it worse. I'm telling you right now, because I know Jalen Hurts doesn't like Nick Sirianni. They are not friends. They are that is a boss employee relationship, even if you want to call it that. But Nick Sirianni needs to literally pretend like that doesn't even exist. I could just see the presser now. Like I can just see him being just ruining everything.
He did, he talked about it today. He said he was like apparently they had a big, like, screening about it, and everyone was just like, "Figure it out."
That's so funny.
Yep,
It's so fun. It's so dramatic.
yep.
Football's so dramatic.
So dramatic. And also, speaking of dramatic, all of this drama that
Mhm.
came from, again, I don't even think they were fighting. Like, I genuinely do not think they were fighting. All of this drama about them fighting came from them not even fighting. And now Donovan McNabb and T.O. are fighting. I'm like, it's been 20 years.
I respect Tio so much for jumping in there and just being
Oh
like,
my.
"You know what? You're not one to say shit right now, buddy."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Slay.
And
Love that."
we were a big in the Donovan McNabb T.O. feud, I
Yeah.
respected McNabb. I liked him, but like T.O.
T.O.
Like I
Superior.
loved T.O.
Yeah,
Loved.
100%. Even as a Cowboy.
Oh, well,
Well,
I loved him.
respected him.
Respected him. I always respect
As
him.
a person, as a player,
Yes.
but I
Always forever.
yeah, I agree. I agree. 'Cause
I agree. I agree. I agree.
I agree, I agree, I agree, I agree. Well, the rest of NFL Week 14 was honestly pretty crazy. I mean, that Bills-Rams game had me sat. I was I have a beanbag chair. I pulled the beanbag chair up to sit right in front of the TV like
Literally
a child.
insane.
I'm so sad that they lost that game, and I blame Sean McDermott 100% because he made some really fucking stupid calls with that timeout and everything, but so good, and honestly, I still don't feel any, like, nervousness about the Bills.
No.
Josh
No.
Allen put up monumental fantasy numbers on Sunday.
He had what, 3 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns?
3 2 rushing, 1 receiving.
In the last Oh, wait, so he's had 3 and 3 in the last 2 games?
Insane.
That's absurd.
That's yeah. You ever see that clip that I think maybe it was, pardon my take that, like, started it, but it's like a graphic from a screen, and it just says, "Josh Allen, first quarterback in history," and then it just ends. And it's like, yeah, honestly, Josh Allen, first quarterback ever to exist.
Yes. No,
I love it.
he's doing and I think it's so funny. He's been playing great forever.
Yeah.
This season he's been great, but literally it picked up. It must have picked up right when he was about to propose to Haley. And then since they've gotten engaged, he's like,
Oh, he's
ah.
probably just, like, on top of the world right now
Yes.
too. He's like, "I'm in MVP talks. I'm marrying one of the most beautiful people on the planet and kind. And my team is very, very capable of going to the Super Bowl and breaking the Bills curse, and for the entire city of Buffalo slash half of the country to absolutely adore me. And there's nothing wrong.
There's definitely a drone flying above me right now.
No,
I swear.
I can't hear anything.
No, you can't. I just feel like the floor shaking a little bit.
They're listening. Oh my god, the drones listen to Unsolicited.
Like and subscribe.
Let's pay like, did you see the banner over MetLife that was like, Please, Mr. Mara, fix this
I
dumpster
sent it to
fire?"
you.
Oh, that's right. But, like, we should put, like, an unsolicited banner on the New Jersey drones.
Can you imagine? Sponsored by the aliens.
Sponsored by the
We each get our own UFO.
Okay, so this episode is brought to you by the drones flying over New Jersey. Thank you so much.
Day in my life on our way to outer space.
Oh my god. Drones, sponsor us.
Please.
We know you're listening at this point.
At least take my anxiety away.
Seriously, that's fucking crazy. Oh my
No,
god.
literally
Um,
insane.
Also, I'm so on board with the fact that the fucking Chiefs have some sort of black magic surrounding them. Because what the fuck do you have a third string kicker coming in here and doinking your way into the AFC fucking West championship?
Yeah, no, the Chiefs are
What?
really yeah. I'm annoyed.
I'm
Very.
annoyed too. I had that game on my TV and I had my back to the TV. Like I didn't even want to watch it. I just had it on.
See, and like this is what's so frustrating about them because at this point in the season today, I would be like, oh, fuck yeah, they're getting bounced first round of the playoffs. Like the first game that they play, they're done. But then for some fucking reason, Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs is just not human. Maybe he's summoning the drones. Who knows at this point?
Patrick Mahomes. Let's start a rumor. Patrick
Oh
Mahomes is
my God, what if they're coming after the Eagles? And Patrick Mahomes summoned the drones, and that's why they're coming from the ocean in New Jersey, and now they're moving to Pennsylvania.
Honestly, I'm not ruling anything out at this point.
You're
Anything.
not ruling Patrick Mahomes out?
Why should I? What's to say that he didn't do this? There's
You're
no
right.
evidence to prove that he's not involved.
You're right.
That's all
You
I'm
know
saying.
what? On Unsolicited, you're guilty until proven innocent.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Autistic, bisexual, and guilty until proven innocent. Okay? That's how we roll here. Um That's what Jordan and I say
Next,
for so
next.
long. We always say everyone is autistic and bisexual until you're proven otherwise.
Yes. No, this is our literal theory. Why is everyone expected to come out of the womb like one like neurologically
Co
intact?
correct.
That's
Second
asking for a lot. Okay.
second, why do we all like, we only have to like the opposite sex?
Yes. Ugh,
No. Nope, nope. Not in this house.
progressive progressive queens. We
Eh,
are changing the norm.
okay. Speaking of playoffs, let's talk a little playoffs before we end the show.
Let me pull up the playoff picture.
I have had the tab open on my work computer of the playoff picture for probably 14 days.
Oh my goodness.
Will not close it because I am afraid if I close it, something will happen. No games are happening, but I'm like, I need to keep an eye on this at all times.
That's
because
hysterical.
because every time I refresh it, I'm like, something's different. You
I thought,
know,
wait, this is crazy.
this the NFC, it's all like 7 and 7s, 6 and 7s, 5 and 8s, like it's so close in the NFC. It's like bananas.
Yes. No, this is absurd.
And the AFC is like completely wiped out. Like scroll to the bottom. Are you on the NFL website?
Yes.
Scroll to the bottom and see all the AFC teams that are not in the playoffs.
That's
There's like maybe 8 of them, right?
there's the only teams that are like still if the season ended today and you were in the playoffs, there's only 3 teams on the outside, and it's the Colts, the Dolphins, and the Bengals.
Which like most likely the only there probably isn't just going to be like the Bengals.
Yeah, I would say it depends, like, because the Broncos got hot, but, like, if they lose it in the second half of the season not in the second half, like, in the last few weeks, then I think the Bengals or Dolphins could sneak their way in, but, like, realistically,
Mhm.
I see it staying the way it is.
It's the NFC is what we really need to like keep an eye on because apart from obviously the Eagles and the Lions, who are the only two NFC teams to secure a playoff spot, the entire NFC is like wide fucking open.
Yes.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But you know who I'm interested to see if he's going to make the playoffs or not?
Ooh,
The Falcons.
I know.
Like Sam Darnold and the Vikings showed the fuck up in
That
that
was
game.
honestly and, like, I have zero ill will towards Kirk Cousins or the decision he made, like, I could not care less,
We
like
love Kirko.
yeah, like,
Mhm.
n but the way the Vikings played, not even in spite of him, but just that game was absurd.
Literally, and honestly, I'm not a fan of the booing
No, I didn't like that
Logan
at
fan
all.
because, like, the guy's never done anything bad ever in his
No,
life. Like, he
no,
is just a pure person, and you know what? That probably really affected him. Like, he probably went home to his wife and was just like, "They booed me in
I
Minnesota
know.
after all these years."
Like, that's so sad, and I also just, like, in defense of Sam Darnold, like, all I've been hearing
Mhm.
all year, like, as the Vikings keep winning, is like, "Oh, we'd never be able to do anything with Sam Darnold," and I was like,
Yep.
"Babes, you're doing it." Like, so for him to keep showing out this way, and, like, again, not in spite of Kirk Cousins, but just, like, against Kirk Cousins, like, it
Yeah.
was cool. It was very cool.
I just, like, love that he, like, I don't know, like, I am very respectful of Sam Darnold right now, and I hope, kinda hope I don't know what's gonna happen with Daniel Jones. I don't know if the Vikings are gonna try and keep him and have him be the backup or if they're gonna let him go and keep Sam Darnold, but at this point, I think Sam Darnold should fucking get his bag and go someplace that's gonna take him and have him start because obviously he found his groove.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, I personally, I would love to have Sam Darnold as my quarterback. Do not send him back to New York. He does not play well here. MetLife Stadium, he's gonna see ghosts again. Don't
Yes.
send him back to the Giants. Don't send him to the Giants. Okay? Don't send him to the Jets for that matter, because who knows what the fuck's going on with that. Um, don't send him here. For his own good, I don't wanna see him here. But
No.
I will take him if he does show up here. I'll support it. But
For his
JJ
own
McCarthy,
sake, you don't want him here.
Exactly, correct.
You
Yes.
know, it's been a wild season. I could not have predicted half of this. I was very unprepared. Um, but it's been really fun, and I'm very excited because, like you already said, the NFC, so much could happen, and like a handful of the teams that I thought were for sure going to be in playoff talks are like nowhere near, which is just like absurd.
49ers.
Um, 49ers, um, Rams. I mean, they're right on the edge.
They're pushing their way up there though, for
Yeah,
sure.
Cardinals I thought would be in like if you told me it would be Packers, Bucks, Vikings, and Seahawks over like Rams, 49ers, Cardinals, I would have been like,
Oh, no.
no.
Hell no. Never. Never in a million years. But
Crazy.
it's very interesting, and we'll see. We'll see what happens, but yeah, the playoffs this year for Super Bowl licks gonna be interesting for
It
sure.
is, and we're only a few weeks away.
Oh my god. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up.
No,
I can't
literally
even take this.
not ready, not ready. But what we are ready for is our first live book club showing.
Hell yeah.
So you guys have been hearing us plan about our book club for a while. We just started promoting it everywhere. It is in our link tree. So click the link in our bio if you would like to join. It's what's it called? The Unsolicited Book Club?
Yeah.
Yeah, so find us. We are on Fable. And our first live book club meeting will be on January 22nd. The book we are reading this month is Circe by Madeline Miller. And we hope to read along with many of you.
I am so excited.
Me too. I
Yeah,
can't
and
wait.
I kid you not, I've had so many people, like, text me about this too, and they're just like, "This is an excellent idea, and I will be reading with you." And I'm like, "Ah, thank you." So, like, technically, you don't have to join the Fable if you wanna join, but it's encouraged.
Yes.
But, like, if you do just wanna read the book and then tune in, also fine.
Yes. Oh, yes. We are flexible queens.
We are flexible queens,
Mm.
and we are just so excited to, 1, read a book at the same time again,
Yes.
because we've only done that once in recent days because we went on the book retreat, and, which, by the way, Quicksilver's turning into a movie,
Yes.
out of crazy.
Amazing.
Don't know how that happened so fast, but it did.
I know. How do we not have any Akatar or Throne of Glass, but we have Quicksilver?
Because that needs to be done well.
Yes.
They need to take the time to do ACOTAR and Throne of Glass.
I want
I'm okay
HBO
with
to do
waiting.
it, and they won't.
If it is, it's gotta be a TV show. There's no way.
Oh, yeah, I want, like, a Game of Thrones vibe,
Mhm.
and I think it would be maybe not as massive, but fucking like,
Yeah,
I'm
people
like,
would watch it.
if you put the money into it, you will get the money out of it, and I just don't understand why they're not seeing that.
Mhm, mhm.
Who do we have to talk to? Get me in front of an HBO producer. I'll do anything.
Somebody, anybody, listen to us. We have good ideas. But anyways, but yes, book club meeting, January 22nd. When the days get closer, we'll tell you what time it'll be at and all that good stuff, but we're shooting for that day. So make sure you get your books, read your books. Where I'm gonna start listening to it very pretty soon. So I'm stoked. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm ready. And if you're looking for our updates, make sure to follow us on all of our social accounts. You can find us at the unsolicited_podcast on Instagram and TikTok. You can find us on Twitter at Sam and Jordyn. I'm just totally skipping over threads now. If you like this, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to us here at the YouTube channel. Or if you prefer audio, you can get us wherever you get your audio podcasts as well. Fuck you, threads.
Sorry, Threads, even though apparently everyone else in the world uses Threads except for us, but
Yeah, if
whatever.
you use threads, please let us know because we'll get back on it, but I didn't think any people were on it
Yeah.
anymore.
Anyways.
Anyways, bye.
Bye.